Today's not a good day either. Can I just say that Bryce's whole date just feels kind of flimsy? Like, I understand the whole point's that he doesn't show it to anyone, but that just makes it all the weirder that he just suddenly's like, let's talk about this. That's how people work that close off. They don't suddenly start talking because the situation's like, hey, let's talk about it. No, it's not how it works. You wouldn't just open up like a clam. People ain't clams! Whatever. I mean, this kind of assumes that Reza is a serial killer who kills for pleasure and fun. But he isn't. He's doing this because he has to. Like, if you just tell people to disengage with him wherever possible, like, that would have prevented, like, a few deaths, to say the least. Like, that's the funny part. Especially the first guy, who most seems to have died because of a panic. I find that kind of fucking weird. Let's tell the ambassador, who literally can do this and get away with it, because that's how the law works. The fact that he throws a bottle like that, like, Bryce sometimes feels like he's being described as someone who isn't a quadruped. Like, isn't being a quadruped already an excuse not to read books? Because you can't handle books very well? Like, I don't know. I mean, you could throw it, and you can clean it up. Boy. Hey, boy. I mean, this is a fair point. Like, it's such a weird circumstance that in the middle of all this, Emra decides to hit on the Commissioner of Police. What the heck? What the heck, Emra? This is not the timing. People are dying, and the guy is emotionally distraught, and you're like, I want to hit on this guy. Wow. I like this. This is nice. And I rubbed here and there and saw what happened. It's like, what happened? It really captures, like, that that the person is listening because they repeat certain sentence structures like that. That's good writing, because it gives the impression that at least the protagonist gives a shit. The first step to getting the reader to care is that the protagonist cares. You can't have an apathetic protagonist unless that is the point. Like, if the whole point is that he doesn't care and everything is weird, and you're like, what the hell? And the protagonist is like, that's a good story, because you can do something with that. Like, that just shows this person and just how weird it is, and you're like, man, what happened to this guy? It gives you an intrigue into his psyche. And you can do that for a lead up for, like, man, the reason he doesn't give a shit is because he traded his emotions so that he could, you know, help people. Like, something like that. It's like he doesn't give a shit because, yeah, it's lead up. You can do something with it. Don't make your protagonist an apathetic shit for no reason. It ruins the story. Nobody likes someone who just doesn't want to be there. No one likes a narrator who doesn't want to talk about it with a narration. Like, if someone is grunting and moaning, I wouldn't say that's a good thing. Unless you're having the sex, in which case it might be a good thing. What is that? Okay, let's just throw it into massage parlor. Oh. Is this her mating ritual? I like the idea that maybe she didn't like it. She was like, God damn, that sucked. Or maybe she was like, oh man, but it's just not what I'm looking for. Rar. Apparently someone was touched by what I had to say yesterday. How nice. It's nice when people are touched by things you say. In a good way, at least. Apparently I could speak evocatively. You know, the weird thing is that everyone says, man, you really know how to say something. And I'm like, I don't agree, but maybe it's because I don't have those feelings. You know, like people are like, man, you really can paint a good picture. And I'm like, this is fucking garbage. Maybe it's that kind of problem. Or maybe it's just that I legitimately don't have that kind of evocative emotions. Like, it's when someone tells me something, I'm like, eh. Eh. I mean, I can't imagine that being very good for your morale to just sit around doing absolutely jack shit. Why is this? The fact is, I know when this comes up. This comes up because it's like an interesting thing to talk about, but considering the context of this date, it just feels kind of awkward. Let's cut it off here. Nice short episode today. I don't feel like it, but we got 200 lines done, which is the minimum I set for myself to do daily, at the very minimum. And it's good. We got somewhere, and I didn't get angry. It's a nice, relaxing day. Today is a nice Thursday. What are you going to do with your nice Thursday, or your nice Wednesday, or your nice Friday? I don't know when you're going to watch this. What are you going to do today? I hope you enjoy what you're going to do. Now you've got to tell me, Map, where... Like, every time I do something like that. Every time I do something like that, I keep going back to Dora and the fact that you talk to the fucking audience. Like, Urgh. Also, yesterday, when I talked about, like, feeling like I was there, it's kind of like breaking the fourth wall, despite this kind of commentary not having a fourth wall. It's super weird. It was goofy. It was goofy. Makes me go and think, oh man, that was dumb. I love it. It was my kind of beans, boy. Boy. Hey, boy. Just love that. Ah! Also, the Odyssey, Super Mario 64. A lot of references to that game. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's like, oh man, look at how great this game was. Look at how much we like this game. It was so good. It feels like that, but at the same time, I'm like, I should probably play Nintendo 64 Shine Deluxe Galaxy and see if it truly was the game I remember being. And if it is, maybe that'll be the next game. I'll pop in an emulator and get sued by Nintendo. That sounds like a hoot. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.